Coming up on the Elon Phoenix Weekly.
We tee off against Canada.
Walk for awareness.
And meet some new faces on the women's volleyball team.
All that and more next on the Elon Phoenix Weekly.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of the Elon Phoenix Weekly. I'm Joe DiRienzo.
And I'm Kimberly Wisniewski. Thanks for joining us on your ESPN2 local sports break.
A baseball game is usually only supposed to be 9 innings. However, in unusual circumstances against a unique opponent, the Elon baseball team decided to play a few more.
Tuesday, October 1st, the Phoenix played host to the Ontario Blue Jays, an amateur baseball program from Canada geared towards developing youth baseball players and college placement.
Ideally, what they're trying to do is find an area that's conducive for them to get a lot of games. And it turns out, in the state of North Carolina, there's a lot of college baseball. Well, I know they played us tonight, Carolina last night. They played High Point, they played Charlotte, a lot of schools in the area. So we're very fortunate, to be able to get a team to come to this area and do that.
Due to NCAA rules, the Phoenix could not play 2 games against the Blue Jays without taking away a game from their spring schedule. So, the two teams played 14 innings, but it did not just serve as a fall game for Coach Kennedy and the Phoenix.
It's part of a recruiting type deal for them as well. They've got a few players that we'll have interest in. So they want to get into some areas where, number one, their kids have interest in, and then number two, we may have interest in them as well.
The game gave the Phoenix a rare fall glimpse of what their team will look like come this spring.
It's the first time we've done this in 18 years for me. So it's exciting. It's good for our kids to play somebody with a different colored uniform, break up the monotony of playing each other. And I thought we had some energy. I thought we did some good things. So we'll learn from some things that we didn't do so well. We learned tonight some things on our cutoffs and relays that we didn't do well. But certainly it's nice to play somebody with a different uniform.
Come this spring, the defending SoCon tournament champs look to build off this fall game, their NCAA regional appearance last year, and the long tradition of Elon baseball.
And we feel like we've got a great tradition here, and it was in place long before I got here, and hopefully that will continue long after I'm gone. But we work hard at what we do, and we've got a bunch of kids that buy in, and hopefully this group will be as well. The challenge with this team is just so many new players, and we just got to find a way to get them to play together, and if we do that, then we'll be okay.
Be sure to keep a lookout for the spring baseball schedule as the Phoenix prepare for a new season at Latham Park.
Every coach brings special experiences to his or her team. Elon's newest assistant men's soccer coach, Shane Carew, is no different, as coaching Elon's team brings a welcome change of pace.
After serving as the executive director of coaching for the FC Carolina Alliance, new assistant coach Shane Carew arrived at Elon in August of 2013. Formerly playing collegiately at UNC Charlotte and professionally with Shelbourne FC and Kilkenny City in his native country Ireland, Carew will be able to use his past knowledge as a player to help propel Elon towards another Southern Conference title.
I had left high school and I had played full-time for 3 years in a program that was put on by the Football Association of Ireland. And just kind of sheer chance, the head coach of the club I played with knew a coach over here who was looking for a player at the University of North Carolina at Charlotte, and they arranged a game and the coach flew over, watched me play, and 2 weeks later I was arriving in the US for the first time ever. So it was quite an experience, but I wanted to get an education, and I like to travel and explore, and obviously soccer gave me the tool to do that.
To go along with his collegiate and professional experience, Carew also had the chance to represent his country at the World University Games, which were held in South Korea in 2003.
That was an incredible experience. It was right after the World Cup over there, and it's just a fantastic feeling to represent Ireland, my country, on an international stage, and also experience a new continent. And so that's something that I hold dear, and definitely made me you know, a better player, a better person, and now in my coach's role as well, you know, it opened up a lot of my eyes to the soccer world.
Coach Carew's previous relationship with head coach Darren Powell allowed him the chance to join the Elon coaching staff in 2013.
Yeah, Darren was a massive part of why I came to Elon. You know, for me, he's an incredible mentor. He's been vastly experienced, but vastly successful, and he's, you know, incredibly driven. And so it's been really refreshing to me to have somebody to learn off of, and I'm a big believer on having a mentor in your career and in life, and he's certainly been a big influence on me from afar, and now I get to work with him day in, day out, and also share my own ideas and experiences on the game as well. And he's very open to allow me to do that, and I think it's a healthy you know, combination of both. You know, we're passionate people, and we're passionate for Elon, we're passionate for this group of guys to be successful, and you know, that's really it.
Yeah, Shane, I've known Shane for many years, and he's worked with the UNC Charlotte programme that went to the national finals. He's also worked as an executive director of a club, so he's able to multitask, which I think is very, very important as a coach. You know, he's very passionate about the game, he studies the game, he loves the game, and I liken that to myself and Coach Potter, you know, who's been here a couple of years as well. We're just very passionate about the game of soccer. You study it and watch it, so he has that trait as well, and I think he just fits the team concept of a coaching staff, which is also a team. He had some strengths that can definitely help us and you know, balance out our coaching staff in terms of personalities.
With the Phoenix already off to a hot start in 2013, Coach Powell, Coach Carew, and the rest of the Elon men's soccer team can hope to keep pushing forward towards the NCAA tournament.
Make sure to check elonphoenix.com for updates about tonight's men's soccer game as they play at Furman tonight at 7 p.m.
And that brings us to today's trivia. Of the 233 people in the Elon Athletics Hall of Fame, how many played multiple sports? The answer to that coming up later.
We have to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we take a walk with women's basketball.
And later, we meet some of the freshest faces serving it up for the Phoenix.
As we go to break, take a look at the week ahead in Elon Athletics.
What is living the maroon life? It's more than just the hustle and the sweat. It's more than just the pain and the frustration. It's more than just the triumph and the glory. The maroon life is you. Yes, you. You, the athlete, striving to be at your best day in and day out. You, the alumni who have been in the stands supporting Elon for years. You, the fans who stream into games hours before kickoff. And you, the little ones who will be the next generation of Phoenix fans. You are what drives Elon Athletics, and you are the reason we do what we do. There is so much history and tradition behind our maroon. Conference titles, All-American, and national championships. But there is so much history and tradition yet to be made. So join us. Live the maroon life.
There are currently over 350 Elon student athletes competing in 16 NCAA Division I sports.
Scholarships enable us to succeed not only on the field,
but also in the classroom.
It helps us in achieving our commitment.
To live the maroon life.
Your gifts have the power to take Phoenix athletics to even greater heights while giving student athletes an outstanding education.
An Elon education is about preparing students for a life of global citizenship. Of course, this is a place where you're going to come and earn a degree, but it's also a place that's going to get you to think very deeply about how you're going to use that degree to make the world a better place.
The Elon Phoenix Weekly is made possible by the students of the School of Communications in association with the dedicated coaches, athletes, and staff of Elon Athletics.
Athletes often battle through pain and sickness for the sake of the team, but some illnesses just aren't curable. In support of their teammate, the women's basketball team took a walk for awareness.
Diabetes. Over 25 million people across the United States are currently dealing with this disease. People every day are working hard to defeat diabetes, and Elon can now say it's done its part.
People piled up in front of Rhodes Stadium, but not for what you might expect. Elon hosted the Burlington JDRF Walk to cure diabetes. Nearly 700 people showed up bright and early to participate in the 3-mile walk, including Elon's very own Sam Kofer. Kofer, a junior this year on Elon's women's basketball team, was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes while in high school. When she heard the JDRF Walk was coming to Elon, she knew she had to get involved.
Sam actually brought it to my attention. She said that she had previously helped with the JDRF Walk at our high school, and we actually met together and wanted to get our whole team involved and our coaches.
That they did, as the whole team and coaching staff showed up to the walk with Sam and showed their support for diabetes. Though it was an off day for the team, no one hesitated to come out at such an early hour.
It's a day where our team could have slept in, but they opted to come out and support Sam, and that just shows the great chemistry and unity that we have as a team and the support that we have for one another.
The team stuck together for the entire walk that wound through the Elon campus for over 3 miles. Along the way, the team didn't waste opportunities to pose for some goofy pictures and, of course, get some shots off.
Having all my teammates out here was awesome. I know they love me anyways, but to see them support something like this, to support JDRF really means a lot to me.
As the season gears up, hours will get longer, practices will get tougher, and games will get harder. With every squeak of the shoe, blow of the whistle, and drop of sweat, the Phoenix lay their bodies on the line every time they take the court. But at the end of the day, the sport that we love is still only a game.
One of my favorite sayings is there's so much more to life than basketball, and sometimes it is easy to forget that and lose perspective in the middle of the season where you're practicing every day, you're watching film, you're playing games, you're traveling. But I just always try to remember to keep some kind of balance in my life, that there are more important things out there than basketball, and sometimes basketball is just a tool to do more important things in your life.
As Sam and her teammates neared the finish line, she cheered and laughed with their friends about the new memories they had just made.
Awesome to see all the Burlington, Greensboro, and the people from the surrounding cities to come out here today to support JDRF. It feels like I'm at home. I told my coach today, I was like, I'm with my people.
To find out more about what you can do to help the cause, visit jdrf.org.
In his final season as a member of the Phoenix, defensive back Chandler Reitenberry has earned his first weekly Southern Conference honor for the week of October 5th. Reitenberry had 7 tackles and a 33-yard interception return for a touchdown against Furman. His touchdown gave Elon a 14-7 lead in a game Elon eventually won 28-25 over the Paladins. Reitenberry is the 3rd member of the Elon football team to earn SoCon Player of the Week honors this year.
And that brings us to today's history.
On this day in Elon sports history, we take a look back at the beginnings of the men's soccer program. In 1972, Elon initiated soccer into its intercollegiate athletic program. Then the Fighting Christians, Elon struggled in its inaugural season, but thanks to all-conference goalie Don Carlson, the team was able to post a respectable record. A few years later, Elon hired Coach Steve Ballard to turn the program around. Led by senior Robert Brandenburg, Ballard's 1974 squad made it all the way to the district tournament. As the program improved, more people around campus started to gain interest and attend games. Ballard forever changed Elon's young soccer program. And that's today's look into Elon sports history.
We have to take another break, but don't go anywhere because when we return, we meet the newest members of the volleyball team.
As we go to break, take a look at more upcoming Elon athletic events.
What is living the maroon life? It's more than just the hustle and the sweat. It's more than just the pain and the frustration. It's more than just the triumph and the glory. The maroon life is you. Yes, you. You, the athlete, striving to be at your best day in and day out. You, the alumni who have been in the stands supporting Elon for years. You, the fans who stream into games hours before kickoff. And you, the little ones who will be the next generation of Phoenix fans. You are what drives Elon Athletics, and you are the reason we do what we do. There is so much history and tradition behind our maroon. Conference titles, All-American, and national championships. But there is so much history and tradition yet to be made. So join us. Live the maroon life.
There are currently over 350 Elon student athletes competing in 16 NCAA Division I sports.
Scholarships enable us to succeed not only on the field,
but also in the classroom.
It helps us in achieving our commitment.
To live the maroon life.
Your gifts have the power to take Phoenix Athletics to even greater heights while giving student athletes an outstanding education.
An Elon education is about preparing students for a life of global citizenship. Of course, this is a place where you're going to come and earn a degree, but it's also a place that's going to get you to think very deeply about how you're going to use that degree to make the world a better place.
Welcome back to the Elon Phoenix Weekly on your ESPN2 local sports break.
Earlier in the show, we asked, of the 233 people in the Elon Athletics Hall of Fame, how many played multiple sports? The answer, 86 people. 27 inductees played 3 or more varsity sports at Elon, and 5 played 4 or more. Wade Marlette Sr., who graduated in 1923 and was inducted in 1980, holds the record for playing 5 varsity sports during his career: baseball, basketball, football, cross country, and track.
Volleyball is a team sport. This year, the women are without some of the players who had become fixtures on the court and in the locker room for the first time in 4 years. But this freshman class is ready to step up and fill some big shoes.
It's the circle of life in college athletics. As one senior class leaves, another freshman class steps in to take their place. Meet the freshmen of the Elon women's volleyball team.
I'm Morgan Manor, I'm a Libero DS, and I'm from Burlington, North Carolina.
I'm Kayla Guy, I'm an outside hitter, and I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm Allie Carl, I'm a middle blocker, and I'm from Flanders, New Jersey.
I'm Sidel Curry from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm a setter.
So why did these ladies decide to come to Elon? For Morgan Manor, it was based on her familiarity with the Elon program.
I've been going to Elon volleyball camp since 5th grade, so I've always been around the program, the coaches, the team for a while, and it's always just had a special place in my heart.
Morgan came in and I knew Morgan really well because I have seen her play for years, and she's come to summer camps for like the last 6 years. So I knew what I was getting in Morgan. Morgan's a very disciplined player. I really like that. She's always in the right spot. She's a great passer, and she's already doing a lot of good things for us.
Now, Kayla Guy, being from Nevada, chose Elon more for the feel of the program.
I chose Elon because it had more of a close, kind of college feel, because it was a close community compared to the University in Vegas. So I chose that, and then also I had the opportunity to play volleyball here.
She's just a player. I don't know how else to say it, but when she's out on the court, she just sees things. She's very instinctive. When she hits, she sees the block and always chooses the right shot, and it just really competes hard every time she's on the court.
For Allie Carl, one of the reasons she came to Elon was a reason many students come to Elon: the beautiful campus and the warm weather.
I chose Elon because everything fit. I love the weather, the campus is gorgeous, the coaches are so nice, and the team just felt so comfortable. Allie's awesome. I mean, to come in as a freshman and contribute like she has, we've had some injuries this season, and she's done an awesome job of stepping up, and she's been super consistent as well. It helps to have a huge block like that in the middle. It's a lot of fun to play next to for me personally. I love having her long arms right next to me.
While still contributing, Allie has certainly noticed the difference between high school volleyball and college volleyball.
High school volleyball is a lot slower and a lot less competitive, and at least in New Jersey it's only best of 3 games, so it's definitely a lot longer or more competitive and a lot more intense in college, and up north it's not as competitive as a region for compared to down south, so it was definitely a transition, but I liked it a lot.
So why did Sidel Curry choose to come to Elon?
I chose Elon because immediately, as soon as I got on campus, I just fell in love with just the atmosphere, and then meeting the team. It was it was really comfortable, and the coaches, I like how the coaches are the different, but they still balance each other out, and there's different types of personalities and stuff. So I just felt really comfortable.
Sidel comes from quite the athletic family. Her mom, Sonia, played volleyball at Virginia Tech. Her dad, Dell, played basketball at Virginia Tech and in the NBA. And her 2 brothers, Stefan and Seth, currently play in the NBA. So why did Sidel choose volleyball over basketball?
Well, I was feeling bad for my mom a little bit because, I have my older brothers following my dad's sport. So I figured, I might as well just go ahead and try to keep my mom's name in the game a little bit. But also I just love playing. I mean, basketball is my heart, and I love watching and supporting my brothers. But for me personally, I just love the pace of the game, and it just fits for me.
Sidel has been injured since the start of the season, but is on the road to recovery. And Coach Tindler knows she can contribute once she's healthy.
Sidel is a very calm player, a really good demeanor on the court, shows a lot of leadership from the setter position, which is really, really important. And she's just like a sponge. You tell her something and she'll do it. So I look forward for her to get back into practices and start contributing that way.
Overall, this year's freshman class has done a good job molding to the team.
It's always kind of interesting to see how a new class comes in, because obviously the returners have played together before, and then we have all spring, and for us it was a little different. We even got to go to Italy together. So when these 4 came in, this group, the core group, was the closest we've ever been, but they did an awesome job of just fitting in. There was no problem. It felt like they've been here the entire time, and they are really close with each other, which makes it easy because they get along. So they do have each other, but also they fit, right in with the girls, and it's a fun, really close group of 13 girls.
Well, that's our show for today. If you missed anything or you want to watch it again, be sure to check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/Elon Phoenix Weekly.
You can also catch us on Time Warner Cable, channel 1083, to watch us on demand.
Also, be sure to visit elonphoenix.com, your #1 source for all the maroon and gold buzz.
On behalf of our producers and crew here at the show, we hope you continue to have a spectacular weekend.
For the Elon Phoenix Weekly, I'm JDRF.
And I'm Kimberly Wisniewski. We'll see you next week.
What is living the maroon life? It's more than just the hustle and the sweat. It's more than just the pain and the frustration. It's more than just the triumph and the glory. The maroon life is you. Yes, you. You, the athlete, striving to be at your best day in and day out. You, the alumni who have been in the stands supporting Elon for years. You, the fans who stream into games hours before kickoff. And you, the little ones who will be the next generation of Phoenix fans. You are what drives Elon Athletics, and you are the reason we do what we do. There is so much history and tradition behind our maroon. Conference titles, All-American, and national championships. But there is so much history and tradition yet to be made. So join us. Live the maroon life.
There are currently over 350 Elon student athletes competing in 16 NCAA Division I sports.
Scholarships enable us to succeed not only on the field,
but also in the classroom.
It helps us in achieving our commitment.
To live the maroon life.
Your gifts have the power to take Phoenix athletics to even greater heights while giving student athletes an outstanding education.
An Elon education is about preparing students for a life of global citizenship. Of course, this is a place where you're going to come and earn a degree, but it's also a place that's going to get you to think very deeply about how you're going to use that degree to make the world a better place.